Welcome back, Canonites, for another look at Halo Infinite's campaign. Today we're looking at the third mission, Outpost Tremonius. Now, I've cut out a lot of the early part of this mission because that's very spoilery, but this isn't too far into it, and this is essentially what makes up the majority of the mission. You are taking this outpost that's named after the boss from the previous level, Tremonius. And there's actually an audio log on here that explains all that in some detail, which we'll see later. I've cut out most of that audio though because it's borderline spoilery in certain parts, so it's just better to cut it all out. But this will probably be the least edited of the videos so far, just because again, it's a very straightforward mission. You're just taking on the outpost. This is essentially a training mission of sorts for the forward operating bases, or FOBs, that you engage in later on. Though those are much smaller than this ends up being, obviously. But this becomes your first forward operating base. So, there's less to talk about here. A lot of this is just more action, so I'll kind of just be filling in the white noise with some general thoughts that I've had so far about the campaign. One thing I did not really get a chance to talk about just yet, and especially in the last video, which kind of sucks considering where we were, is the Forerunner architecture of this game. Now, I've said for quite a while that the architecture feels like a beautiful melding of traditional Halo 3, 4, or sorry, I almost said 3, 4, and 5. Halo CE through Halo 3 style architecture with aspects that are very distinctly of the Reclaimer saga. It's a middle ground that is, I'm shocked at how possible it is. But I am so thankful for it, because it just ends up, it gives you the best of both worlds. I love the grunt dialogue in this game. It is just fantastic. Sadly, though, the Phantoms still are not. The Phantoms still look like crap, I'm sorry. Always watch your overheat, guys. Cool little thing about the overheat. If you let it build up all the way, it'll take longer to vent the heat than it would if you vent it yourself. And oh yeah, there's the audio log. So this one's a banished audio log. There are banished in UNSC and a few others. Won't say too much. Like I said, I cut out a lot of the audio just for the sake of avoiding spoilers. But I did get the end here mostly because it overlaps with this. This was a hidden weapon found in the world, an unbound plasma pistol. Now, to give full disclosure, this was from my second playthrough. Like an idiot, I did not record my initial reactions or my initial gameplay of the game, which kind of, again, is really damn stupid. But so this plasma pistol was there, so I don't know if it's going to be there only during a first playthrough or through multiple playthroughs or what. One thing you might have noticed, though, is I was actually able to jump down a pretty significant distance to go grab this. And, oh, look at that. There's a nice Spartan core to upgrade your gear. But yeah, it is amazing how far you can fall in this game. As long as you're in the map, you're generally going to be okay. Oh, here's the upgrade. An upgrade, I think the grapple shot is what I went with. Let's see, though. And this is how you get... The very first one is the taser shot. Love it. But yeah, you can fall from significant heights. Like, I have gone to some of the highest peaks. And yeah, you can go to some really high peaks in this game. And then just decided to jump down to see how far I could fall. And again, as long as you're in the main playable area, it seems like you will not die. Which is just really cool. So here we are. We're finishing out the mission at this point. Just capturing this landing pad so the pilot can land. The stuff I just cut out right now is just some general exploration I did for a little while. I spent a lot of time exploring in this area just for this mission because I'd already played it, so I just kind of wanted to see what was going on. So at this point, you're supposed to end the level. I just cut out a huge cinematic. I'm not allowed to show that. But apparently, the first time I played through, I just went straight with him. But as you can see, you can decide to ignore it. And he'll give you some banter, and you know he'll speak to you a couple times the longer you make him wait. But this time around, I just kind of wanted to explore the wreckage of this frigate and see what I could see. And you can see back in the distance there, I did discover something, a random button. I'm not going to say what that is, but there's more than one hidden on this level, let's say. I'll let y'all figure out what that ends up doing. Mostly because I don't have footage of what it does. I know what it does, but I don't have footage of it. Anyway, the detail in this frigate is astounding. I mean, just look at that. And I think this is the first time, that was the first time I had encountered a, return to playable area barrier. However, that seems to only be there because you're supposed to go advance the story right now. If you come back here later, it's basically free roam. I don't know if I have the footage in here from it, but at one point I got really high up and was able to see another area that at the moment I'm not able to go to, but it had enemies patrolling. Not only did I not expect to see enemies up there, which is just shocking. I love how alive this world feels, but it basically told me, yeah, this is an area that you can revisit later on. So early game, you might have some, it might be directing you to complete a few of the first missions. But pretty much after the first 4 levels, the world is extensively open to you. And you can basically go pretty much anywhere you want. If you can see it, you can generally go there. Now, there are some exceptions to that. I won't give specifics, though, just in case. I'll let you all figure that out. But finding the boundaries of this world has been one of the most fun experiences so far. I have sunk literal hours into just exploring the world and finding shit. It is so great. Hey, look at that. Another Spartan core. You might have remember from the various previews we've had that any area you're given in, or any area you're in, or any mission you're at, it'll tell you how many collectibles or what kind of collectibles can be found in that area. Oh, I think this is actually the clip where I see those Covenant off in the distance. So I'm heading out to this wing of the frigate here. Which, by the way, I should talk about the white heat shot I have right now. That is indeed a special weapon. There is a weapon cave nearby this outpost. I'm not going to say where, and I cut it out deliberately so you could have the fun of finding it like I did. My goal with these videos is to build hype, but to leave you guys with to give you guys as little story, or to take away as little as I can from your experience, if that makes sense. I want to avoid ruining that sense of exploration that you might have, while still giving you a good idea of what this game looks like, how it feels, how it plays. And hopefully these videos have achieved that and will continue to achieve that. Oh, man. Okay, I think this might... I don't know. Anyway, it's actually up in that area that my characters keeps deliberately looking away from. Okay, yeah, so up there where he's looking now, or where Chief is looking now, that is where I found a Covenant patrol, but an area where I'm not allowed to go just yet. So let's see if how long it's going to take me to get this done. You might notice, though, there's a small yellow circle that appears in the center of your reticle. Sorry, your reticle. That lets you know that you're within grapple distance. But yeah, you can see there are Covenant up here, so I should definitely be able to explore here, but right now, it's off limits. That opens up later on. I hope you enjoyed this look at Outpost Tremonius. A very different look from the previous two, kind of showing how the world is opening up. The next video in this series will be exploring a couple of the forward operating bases you can secure, along with the high-value targets, or the mini-bosses like Orko Vagadoon. He is very fun, and we'll be talking about some of the benefits of going after them, too, because these are entirely optional. You can rush through the story of Halo Infinite if you want, or you can engage with all this side content. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been Halo Canon. First, I'd like to give a big thank you to our Horospus patrons. First, there's Hope. Then we have Freight, Man in the Dark, Keisha Dila, Daddy Anarchy, Great Scott Productions, Jumpy Sucks Balls, and Lone Ronin 117. Thank you all for your amazing support of the channel. Next, I'd like to thank our theoretical patrons. If you'd like to see your name here or get a direct shout out, check out patreon.com/HaloCanon. You can simply support the channel or get additional benefits such as behind the scenes materials, including raw audio for upcoming videos, or even shoutouts like this. All patrons now get early access to certain videos as well, and more benefits are to come. However, your continued viewership is more than enough for me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and maybe even subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you really enjoy this, turn on that notification bell so you can be among the first to see new videos when they release. But for all my fellow Canonites, keep on being awesome.